Hi everyone, welcome to Recipes 101. My name is Blakesley. I'm an onboarding specialist here at MarketMan, and today we're going to be covering recipes. So we'll be looking at the steps you need to take before you start building your recipes, which are point of sale integration or manually uploading your menu, and also merging items. Then we'll be looking at preparation, sub-recipes, and menu items. We'll take a look at the cookbook, and then we'll also be covering allergens. So when we first come into MarketMan and you want to start building out your recipes, there's two steps you need to take to ensure that everything is going to run smoothly. The first thing we want to do is come down to Settings, Company, and make sure that your point of sale is connected. All you have to do is click on the Point of Sale tab, and from here you can see the point of sale. You can use the POS type dropdown to see all the different point of sale systems that we integrate with. If you don't see yours on this list, just feel free to reach out. We're always integrating with new point of sale systems. Maybe it's just not updated yet. Or if we don't integrate with your point of sale, you can just choose manual and we will manually upload your menu for you. Once all your menu items are in MarketMan, the next step we want to do is make sure that all of the inventory items that need to be merged are merged. So we'll come down to inventory items, and here you'll see all the inventory items that we helped you populate into the system. Merging items means that you either purchase this item from multiple suppliers, or maybe you purchase it in different sizes. Whatever it is, it's the same item, and we want to make sure that it is only exists once in MarketMan when looking at the inventory items page. So for example, here you can see our green apples. We ordered them from different suppliers and maybe in different sizes. So you're just going to select the two items or multiple items that you want to merge, come up to Actions, Bulk Update, and then use this drop down to select the merge items. From here, you'll just select one or the other and click Save, and it's going to merge these items for you. So here you can see the green apple here, they have different product codes, so maybe they're different sizes, whatever it is. You can come up here and adjust the name to whatever you'd like. And now when we go to build out our recipe that involves green apples, when we go to choose green apples, there will only be one option. Also, when we're counting, we can just look and say we have X amount of pounds of green apples. However, when we go to order, we'll have the option to choose from different suppliers or in the different sizes. When you're done, you'll just click Save. And now you can see that the green apples from multiple suppliers. The reason that we do this, for example, here are blueberries. If we come to Actions, Bulk Update, and we already started building out recipes, here when we go to select the merge, it's not going to allow us because here we can see that it's already being used in a recipe. So this is what we want to avoid because now we have two blueberry items and it just can kind of become a pain. Once we've taken this step, now we can start building out our recipes. So here's just a nice little diagram for us to look at. So when we're looking at recipe building, we have four main different types of recipes. The first type of recipe is a menu item. So this is the fully built out menu item. So here for an example, we have our burger. So this is our full burger build out. The bun, the sauce, lettuce, tomato, whatever it is, the entire burger. That would be a full menu item. A sub-recipe is something that you make in bulk or can be considered a shortcut. So some examples of this could be like our slice of tomato, slices of cheese. If we use tablespoons in a lot of things, like a tablespoon of salt, we don't actually use that measurement in MarketMan, so we can create a shortcut for that. Also things like a cup kit. So if every drink that we sell is in a cup with a sleeve and a lid, that's something that we can create so we don't have to keep adding those into each beverage recipe. The next type of recipe we have is a preparation. So preparation is exactly like a sub-recipe, except you can have an on-hand inventory level on it. So this means that you can run a production event, so it's going to increase your on-hand or decrease when you sell it. This is something that we use for items such as sauces, dough, condiments, whatever you want to know the exact on-hand of, you would use as a preparation. Lastly, we have modifiers, and these are items that either are like add extra of something, subtract something, substitute, whatever it is. We want to make sure that we're building all of these out because after a long period of time, they begin to add up. So now in MarketMan, we're going to come down to inventory and go to sub-recipes and preparations, and we're going to start building these out. When you come to the screen, you'll be able to see the name, the type, category, you'll be able to see the cost, and you can also add in your min, par, and last counted and on hand. So to add a sub recipe, that's the first one we're going to begin with. You'll just come up to the right hand corner and click on add. For this example, we're going to build out a slice of cheese. We can add in a category if we'd like, and now we'll start building out this sub recipe. So under here, yield UOM, this is going to be the quantity that you're creating. So this, for example, is just going to be 1 piece of cheese. Now you're going to come down and add in the item. So you'll come under name and just start typing out whatever it is. And here you can see our options. Make sure that when you're building these out, most of the time, you want to be using purchase. That's the raw inventory item. When we start building out menu items, we'll be able to choose from our sub-recipes as well. So here we'll use a cheese, and we're just saying 1 slice of American cheese goes into 1 slice of our cheese. Now you can see that this costs us 8 cents for the 1 slice. And when you're done, you can add in a storage area if you'd like, a min on hand, or a par. And when you're done, you'll just click save. And now it's going to be added to your sub-recipes for you. Like I said, another type of sub-recipe we can use is like a shortcut. So we can add a tablespoon or we can add some type of kit. So first, I'll show you the tablespoon. So if we come in here and we add a tablespoon of salt. So in MarketMan, as you know, we don't use tablespoon as a unit of measurement because it varies in between different types of ingredients. So here, we're just going to say EA1. This is 1 tablespoon of salt. You'll come in and just start adding in your ingredient. So here you can see our salt. And now we can choose our measurement. So we'll say ounce. So we'll say 2 ounces of salt is equal to 1 tablespoon. And here you can see it costs us less than 1 cent. And when you're done, you're just going to click save. So now any menu item that you're building out, if you're using tablespoon of salt a lot, you can just come in and use that sub-recipe. One more type of sub-recipe would be a kit. So we come in and click add. For example, here we sell a lot of burgers at this restaurant. So in every single burger, we have a bun, lettuce, tomato, and a patty. So instead of when we start building out our actual menu items, instead of going in and building that out every single time, we're going to create a kit for that. So just type in burger kit. This is going to be 1 burger kit, and we'll come in and start adding those in. So here you can see we have our 1 bun. We have our 1 ground beef patty. We'll do our tomato. Use 2 ounces of tomato. And our lettuce. So here you can see we don't have lettuce as an inventory item. So this is common if you have maybe one item that was forgotten or not added. You can actually click save. So you're going to save that sub-recipe, go into inventory items, and we're just going to add in this item. So you'll go to add, choose the supplier that it comes from, type in the item, you'll add the category if you'd like, and we're going to say that we order 3 heads of lettuce at a time for $5, and we'll click save. Once we've added that item, all we have to do is come back into sub-recipes, search for our kit, and just continue. Now we have our lettuce. So we'll say we use 0.2 of a head of lettuce. So now we can see that this burger kit costs us $5.97. We can add a storage area if we'd like, min on hand and par, and we can also add in a procedure. So if we want to do a prep time, cooking instructions, so we can say it takes 10 minutes to put this together. So first, or we can just do toast bun. add patty, whatever it is, you can go in and add all of this and click save. The next thing we want to cover is the preparation. So as I said before, the preparation is just like a sub-recipe, but it's for things that we want to keep an on-hand inventory level of because we can run production events on this. So these are like big batches of sauce, dough, condiments, things like that. So here we're going to add in our first preparation, and we will do our we'll do our spicy burger sauce. So we can add in our category if we'd like. And when we make the sauce, we're going to do gallons because we make 2.5 gallons of sauce at a time. Now we're going to add in our ingredients. So here we have our ketchup. We use 2 gallons of ketchup. Salt. So here you can see this is when our tablespoon of salt comes in really handy. I'm going to say we use 7 tablespoons of salt. We'll do our onion. So as you can see, we'll add that all in. We can see it costs us $12.82 to make 2.5 gallons of sauce, and it costs us $5.13 per gallon. Now, when we're doing a preparation, we just want to make sure that we click on here, define as a preparation. Once we click that off and click save, we'll be able to actually run production events on this. So if we wanted to run a production event, we'll just come underneath production events, click on add. Here we can add a description, so we could do like weekly batch. We can choose the date that we made it. And here we can add in how much we have. So here we have our spicy burger sauce, and we can say we made 8 or 9 gallons of the sauce and click save, and that's going to update our on-hand inventory. Now when we sell any item that has the spicy burger sauce on it, it will deplete from that batch of sauce. Now that we covered our sub-recipes and preparations, now we're going to move into menu items. So in menu items, we have a couple different types. We have our full built-out menu item, which would be the burger. We have our modifiers, and then we also have things that we like to call one-for-ones. So the first thing we're going to start with is our burger. So we're going to search our item, and here you can see we have the name, the category, our POS code that was brought in or uploaded for us, and then we have the retail price, and soon we'll have the cost. So we're just going to click into our burger, and as we built out the sub-recipes and preparations, we're just going to click the add button and start adding in what we'd like. So here, this is a great example where we're going to use our kit. So just type in burger, and down here you can see our sub-recipe for our burger kit. So just type that in, and we can say we use 1 burger kit and our cheeseburger. Now, instead of going through every time we build out a different type of burger and adding in the bun, the patty, the lettuce, it's all already in there from our burger kit. So this is a really great shortcut. Now we're going to add in our cheese. We can use our sub-recipe for our slice of cheese. And then we'll add in our burger sauce. So we'll say we use 3 fluid ounces of our burger sauce. So now we've built out our cheeseburger. You can see it costs us $6.17 to make it, and we're selling it for $8.50. We're at a really high food cost here at 72%. So here we can type in our food cost alert. So this is going to show us our target price we should be selling it at to hit that food cost percentage, and it will give us any warnings. So say we want to keep it under 35%. This is showing us we should be selling our burger for $17.63. So it seems a little bit expensive. So this is a good tool to use of maybe we should be looking for inventory at a lower rate, whatever it is. But however, when we set this cost, moving forward, if any of these ingredients, if the cost goes up when we start receiving our orders, etc., it will give us an alert saying that we went over that food cost percentage. Down here, again, we can also add in a prep time, a cook time, and adding in our cooking procedure. And when we're done, we're just going to click save. And here you can see it's updated the cost and food cost for us. The next 2 types of menu items I'd like to go over. The first type would be a modifier. So a modifier, like I said before, is anything that's something extra. If you're taking away anything, substituting it, whatever it is, we want to go and add those in. So first we'll do extra cheese. So here you can see this is a modifier that was brought in. All you're going to do is go in and click cheese, search for your slice of cheese. We'll search slice. We just add in the one slice of cheese. So now every time somebody adds extra cheese in, when they order something and that's pressed in your point of sale or sold, we'll make sure that we have that modifier built out. Another thing that we can do is no of something. So here we have our example of no milk. So maybe someone ordered like an iced coffee or something like that, and they want the milk taken out. All you're going to do is go in and add it as a negative. That way, MarketMan will know that this was subtracted and it won't deplete from your inventory. The last type of menu item that we have is something that we like to call a 1-for-1. So these mostly pertain to beverages or like merchandise, something like that. So here we'll do our Coca-Cola. All you have to do is type in here and you can see Coke. So we're just selling one bottle of Coke and it is one bottle of Coke. These are super simple to build out. Done, you'll just click save. So we know that when you sync with your point of sale, it can bring in tons of menu items. So what we suggest when building these out, if you go to the menu profitability report, we can see our highest quantity sold. So we suggest going to here and filtering to quantity sold and seeing your top 10 items. Start by building those out. Start by building out 1-for-1s like the Coca-Cola I showed you. Those are super simple. And before you know it, you'll have your entire menu built out. Now that we went over this, I just want to cover 2 more things before we open it up to questions. If we come down to the cookbook here in the cookbook, we'll be able to see all of our sub-recipes, preparations, and menu items. So here you can see all of these built out. All you have to do is click into the item. You can add a picture if you'd like, and you'll be able to see all of the ingredients that you have. This is also available on the app. On any of these, if you click the printer button, you'll also have the option to print out this for your staff. So that's something that can be super helpful as well. This is just a fun little feature that can be pretty helpful for your staff in the kitchen and things like that. The last thing I wanted to talk about is our new feature of allergens. So here you can actually apply allergens to your inventory items. So any sub-recipe, preparation, or menu item that this inventory item is in, there will actually be a warning for an allergen. So all you have to do is come to the allergens page and you'll click on the item. Here we'll do milk. You can click into the edit button and you can add in an allergen. So here you can say that obviously the milk has milk. You'll click save. And now it's going to update for you. So any sub-recipe, preparation, or menu item that has milk in it, it's going to tell you that there's an allergen in there. So this is a really useful tool that we suggest adding on. So we will be sending out a recording of this webinar. We'll also be opening it up to questions. Before we wrap it up, though, I just wanted to mention our Refer a Friend program. If you refer a friend and they sign up to MarketMan, you will be receiving a $500 Amazon gift card. This is really a no-brainer, so make sure to check this out. And we'll be sending out this recording. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the chat. Thank you.